My name is Sister Julie Wingert. One of my ministries that gives me great joy is that of spiritual direction. To be for another an attentive, compassionate, listening presence, to offer another a safe place to tell his or her story. Perhaps in beginning we might briefly clarify what spiritual direction means. We often think of spiritual in terms of just praying or prayer. In actual truth, spiritual direction is all about life. It's about God in everything in one's life. As we know from our earliest days, God is everywhere. So God is in every person, in oneself, in every happening, in everything that is. So spiritual is about God in all that is, all of life. The word term direction might lead one to believe that a director tells another person what to do with his or her life, that a director solves his or her problems or dilemmas, or gives that person the answer for his or her life. Rather, a spiritual director helps one to look at one's life and to find within themselves their own answers. Each person carries with them his or her own answer to their life, and a director simply assists the person in discovering those answers, those truths for his or her life. There are many graces that are realized in spiritual direction. One directee, and that is a person that is engaged in spiritual direction, shared that the longest journey is the journey inward, and that spiritual direction helps her to take that journey. It helps her to walk again through what has been and to find the presence of God. It's like, she described it as like it's peeling layers off of an onion. It's like unlocking doors and to find the truth, the God presence within what is, within her and with all that is. Another directee shared that when she is in spiritual direction, it brings another set of eyes and ears to her life, to her story. And when she tells her story aloud to someone who listens well, she hears the story more deeply. And with the feedback and the questions from the director, pieces of her story are clarified. And there are moments of affirmation and confirmation, insights, encouragement, and of course there's always challenges. A spiritual director will challenge and invite another person to look more deeply at a piece of one's life or their experience of prayer or whatever it is that is happening in his or her story. Through the working of the Spirit, these and a variety of other gifts are realized in spiritual direction. And as a spiritual director, I'm delighted. I find it a great joy to sit with and to be present to another in that setting, knowing full well that it is the Spirit that is the true director, that the Spirit is so powerfully evident between the person sitting in the chair opposite me and myself. And there's no doubt that it is sacred time that we are truly together standing on holy ground.